Hello and welcome to Parc Lagny in Ste Agathe. We're in yoga for our Yoga in the Park class today. We'll be starting with our breathing exercise this morning, laying down, so get nice and comfortable on your back. Feel free to take your cushion if you have one and place it under your knees. It makes your low back more comfortable. Feel free to spread your legs and tuck your shoulders down to create lots of space between your ears and the shoulders. And then turn your palms up towards the sky. Close your eyes. Take a deep breath in and sigh as you exhale. Again, inhale. Exhale with a sigh. And one more time, take a deep breath in and exhale with a sigh. So take a moment to let all of your thoughts drift far, far away from your consciousness. Could be that you're thinking about things that you want to do today. Sometimes we think about our traumas from the past, and sometimes we dream about the future. And now we really want to start disciplining our minds to stop that hamster from running on that wheel in our mind all of the time. So every time you exhale, imagine letting those thoughts drift far, far away from your consciousness. And don't worry if those thoughts come back from time to time. You can think about those at another time and just start concentrating in on yourself. So as your head slows down, your breath will follow. And then let your breath just slow down with each and every cycle. Inhale to your maximum. And you'll notice that it feels like your torso is expanding in its 3 dimensions. And as you exhale, press your belly button in just slightly, and you'll feel the torso moving back into its center. So again, just inhale to your maximum and exhale to your maximum. Excellent. So now if you happen to notice any type of unnecessary pauses in your cycle of breathing, we want to slow it out to make sure that the breath becomes very, very fluid. And you'll notice that as your breath stays very fluid, that your body will flow easier in the physical asanas. Now contract your throat just a tiny bit, and you'll notice that as soon as you contract your throat, your breath will become sound, kind of like the waves of the ocean. Ideally, make the volume loud enough so that if a person is beside you, they could hear you breathe. I know sometimes it feels like we're exaggerating as when we breathe like this in our yoga classes, but this is one of the most wonderful things that you can do. It stops producing stress hormones in your body. And instead, you start producing hormones that help you heal. And so if we breathe like this, we'll get double the effect than as if we're just doing the physical postures. Super. From here, we're going to start imagining that there's energy at the base of our spine. And every time we inhale, we're going to imagine that the energy of the base of the spine starts lifting up towards the crown of the head. And each time we exhale, the energy goes down nice and slowly. So every time we inhale, we imagine this energy traveling upwards. And every time we exhale, we imagine the energy traveling downwards. So remember, this brings in a physical sensation as well. So every time we inhale, we feel like we're kind of floating. And when we exhale, it feels like we're going to sink down towards the earth. So there's certain days that we might have a harder time directing the energy. So if you're finding that, you want to imagine, for example, something that would give you a head rush, something that makes your head really rush. And then when we exhale, you imagine all the energy comes back down. And just imagine that feeling that you have when you stomp your feet on the earth, or when you're dancing and your feet touch the earth. Perfect. Again, inhale to your maximum. Exhale to your maximum. Make sure that you feel like you're controlling the direction of your energy. You can start just slowly coming back into your consciousness. Place your cushion to the side. Bend your knees and lift your knees just slightly up, and you can start drawing the infinity sign in the air with your knees. So start with small movements and just think about drawing the mobility that you have with your hips at this very moment. Notice how this is affecting your low back. And then take time to change direction as well. Take time to experiment with the movement, the angles, the shape of the movement even, so that you release as much tension as possible from the low back. Very good. Come back to your center. And as you inhale, lift your feet up to about the same height as the knees. Allow your hands to come down by your hips if they aren't already there. And now we're going to stretch out the right arm with the left leg at the same time. Inhale, bring them back. Exhale, stretch out the other side. Inhale, bring it back to center. So you continue extending the opposite leg and arm as you exhale, and then inhale to bring it back to center. And this will help you start building your abdominal strength. Excellent. When you come back to center, rock your knees side to side. Good. And we're going to keep working with our abdominal strength today. Lift the right leg up and point the toes up towards the sky. And what you really want to concentrate on here is contracting your abdominal muscles every time you exhale. So think about exhaling, squeezing in the abdominals, and allow the leg to come down towards the earth. Inhale, flex your foot and bring it back up towards the sky. Again, every time you exhale, you press the abdominals in, you lower the leg. And as you inhale, you lift the leg up towards the sky. Take your time to really concentrate in on your abdominal strength. It's very important. One more. Good. Exhale, squeeze the abdominal in. let it come down towards the ground. And then inhale, bring it back up. Perfect. Now, see if you can hold on to your big toe with the first 2 fingers of your right hand and press the hip to the earth. If you can't get a hold of your big toe, no worries. Just hold on to the outside of the leg. And then as you exhale, allow the leg to come down towards the ground. Relax the inside of your thigh. Relax your shoulders. And you'll notice as soon as you relax the inside of your thigh, your leg will start naturally coming down towards the earth. Remember, there's no forcing. Just let it come down to where it feels comfortable and just relax your muscles. Excellent. Come back up to center as you inhale. Point the toe up towards the sky. Relax your arms. And this time we're going to draw circles with the legs, but it's the same movement with the belly. So exhale, press the belly button in, and then draw the circle towards the bottom. Inhale, draw the circle towards the top. So when we're thinking about the size of the circle, you want to think about how your hips are moving. Keep your hips very still so that you feel like it's only the leg bone that's circulating in the hip joint. Very good. Change directions. Listen into the sound of your breath. And remember, it's always the abdominal strength that's way more important than the movement of your leg. Good. Now as you exhale, cross your right leg over the left. Spread your arms out in a T position. And as you exhale, let the knees go down towards the left side. Turn your head gently towards the right. And relax your shoulders, your hips. And just place all of your efforts onto the breath. Inhale to your maximum. Exhale to your maximum. Notice all of the effects that this posture is having on your body. And if you're noticing any particular tension, remind yourself to relax that area. Very good. Press your belly button in, and as you inhale, bring your knees back to center. Exhale, put your right foot to the ground. Replace your body into a comfortable position. And then inhale, lift the left leg up. Point the toe up towards the sky. Press the belly button in towards the spine and just lower your leg down towards the earth. Inhale, flex the foot and lift it back up. So you're gonna keep doing your leg lifts, and it's your breath that guides the movement. Exhale, lower the leg down, pointing the toe. Inhale, lift it back up towards the sky. Remember, in yoga, you don't want to be feeling any pain. And if you're finding that the leg lifts are very difficult for you, remember you can always make the leg lifts smaller, or even just work with the abdominal strength without moving the legs. Oh, very good. Bring your leg back up to center, and then hold on to the big toe with the first 2 fingers of the left hand. Press your right hip down towards the earth. Relax the shoulders, and then exhale to open the left leg towards the left. Relax the inner thigh. And let the leg come down to wherever it's comfortable. Remind yourself to let go of your muscles just by telling yourself through your mind. Sometimes you contract with just doing it automatically. And notice your leg sinking down with the gravity. Good. Inhale, bring your leg back to center. Point the big toe up. And again, we're going to do leg circles. So press the belly button in. Exhale, draw the circle down and around. Inhale, draw it up and around. So again, you want to keep your hips nice and stable on the earth. And think about drawing the circle size in accordance to how your mobility is today. Good. Change directions. Good. Come back to center. And as you exhale, cross your left leg over the right and spread your arms out into a T position. Take a deep breath in. And as you exhale, let the knees come down towards the right side. Turn your head towards the left. And breathe. You always need to really examine what your reactions are and keep the breath nice and fluid. Very good. Now, uncross your legs and come up to a seated position. So as soon as you're comfortably seated, you can decide if you want to cushion or not. And then take your thigh and roll it towards the outside. Good. Inhale. And as you exhale, bring your hands forward and put them down on the ground. So if you're more flexible, start walking your hands forward. And just keep going to wherever the angle is comfortable for you. Once you're in that nice, comfortable position, relax your neck, your shoulders, your elbows, and even your low back. And from here, just take deep breaths in and out. So it's normal if you feel like your torso is rising and falling with the breath. And that way we know that the breath is coming and actually stretching everything from the inside out. Now as you inhale, come up to a seated position again and keep walking the hands completely behind the hips. Lift your heart up, and then you can look up either towards the sky or let the head drop back behind you. Plant your tailbone to the ground, and that way you'll have a nice back arch. And feel how great it is to inhale like this. Good. Lower your chin down and walk your hands by your sides. Inhale, lift your right hand up and put it on your left ear. And then let the right ear sink towards the right shoulder. Remember, there's a few different muscles that are running down the sides of your neck, and all of us have different tensions. So take a moment here to play a little bit with the angle of your head to find the angle that you really need this morning. And then relax the head as much as possible. If you want to deepen this stretch, press your left shoulder down towards the earth, just with your own muscular strength. And keep breathing nice and deeply. Excellent. Inhale, lift the head and the hand up towards the sky. Exhale, we're going to lower down towards the left side. Relax the head, lift the heart, rotate the shoulder back a little bit, and don't allow your right hip to lift up from the mat. Very good. Inhale to come up to sitting. Exhale to lower your arm down. Inhale, lift the left hand up, place it on the right ear, and let the left ear sink down to the left shoulder. And remember, always adjust the angle of your neck to be perfect for how you're feeling this morning. And remember, if you want to deepen the stretch, you can also press your right shoulder down to the earth as well. Keep breathing. Inhale, lift the head and the hand up towards the sky. Slide the right hand out a little bit from the hip. And then exhale to lower down into the crescent moon. It's normal if one side is more flexible than the other. And then keep your left hip down on the earth. If you like, stretch your left hand further out towards the right. Excellent. Inhale to rise up. Exhale to lower the hand down. Good. Extend your legs forward and rotate the thighs out towards the side. Sit up nice and tall, lift the heart up, flex your feet, and press your thighs down to the ground. Now, as you exhale, start coming forward and think about touching your belly to the thighs. You can place your hands any place you like. You can even use a strap if that's more comfortable for you. Good. Lower your chin down towards your throat so that you feel the length of your neck in the back. Inhale. So make sure your posture is correct. And then exhale, lower down little by little, millimeter by little meter. Very good. Inhale to lift up nice and slowly. Now, cross your right leg over the left with your knee bent so that your foot is very close to your left knee. Good. Rotate the shoulders back and down. Lift your heart up. And as you exhale, start slowly turning towards the right. And in the twist, remember that we always start around the area of the belly button and we turn upwards. The sacrum is not meant to twist. Exhale to return back to center. Extend your right leg forward. Rotate the thigh out again, and then cross the left leg over the right. Place the left hand on the right knee. Rotate the shoulders back and down. Lift the heart up, And then exhale, start twisting slowly to the left. Inhale, stretch the crown of the head up towards the sky. Exhale, twist a little bit more towards the left. So just go slowly and naturally with the movement. Good. Exhale to slowly come back to center and then come up onto all fours. Good. Place your wrists just under the shoulders. We're starting with the cat and puppy stretch. So exhale to round the back up towards the sky. Inhale, let the belly drop down towards the earth. And you turn the tailbone and the crown of the head up. So you just keep going. Exhale, round the back up. And it's always your breath that guides the movement. Keep the breath really fluid, and you'll notice that the asanas, the physical postures, are even easier to move in. Excellent. Come back to center, and then take a step forward with the right foot. Stretch your toes out on the mat, and imagine that you've glued your foot down to the mat. Now as you exhale, stretch your leg forward. And then as we inhale, we're gonna straighten the knee. So just think about working nice and slowly, however it's comfortable for you. If it's easy for you to go backwards when you're straightening the knee, think about lowering your forehead down to the shin as well. Excellent. Come back to center. Contract your abdominal muscles. And then inhale. Lift your arms up for modified warrior one. Now rotate your shoulders back and down. Let the palms face in towards center. Spread your fingers out. And look up towards that beautiful sun. Make sure you feel that arch in the back and keep sliding your shoulder blades down. Good. As you exhale, bring your hands in prayer position and keep the elbows pointed out. Now as we exhale, we're going to turn towards the right side to place the left elbow on the right knee. Look behind the right shoulder. And then exhale, push the knee and the elbow together to create a type of torsion to keep twisting. Good, inhale. And exhale, bring the hands down to the mat. And then walk the foot out to the right side of the mat. Now, see if you can bring your hands to form a type of triangle on the mat with your elbows. And if you still feel comfortable, turn your left toes under and lift the knee up. Notice what happens too if you're in this position. What happens if you slide a little bit forward and backwards just by sliding over the left toes. Good. Come back to your center and then bring your left knee down to the mat, coming back up to your hands. Excellent. Inhale, take a step forward with the left foot. Spread your toes, wall one away from the other. And make sure you have a 90-degree angle with the knees. As you exhale, slide forward. And as you inhale, slide backwards. If it's easy, think about bringing your forehead towards your shin. Press your abdominal muscles in towards your spine. Lift your arms up and over your head so your palms are facing one another. And stretch your fingers out. Good. Turn your head up and look up towards the sky. And take deep breaths in and out. Very good. Exhale. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer and opening up your elbows nice and wide. Next exhalation, place your right elbow on the left knee and look behind the left shoulder. Exhale, create that torsion by pressing the elbow and the knee together and look behind the shoulder. Excellent. Exhale, unwind and bring your hands down to the mat and then walk the left foot to the outside of the mat. If it's appropriate, come down to your elbows and interlace your fingers. So remember, you can stay here. If you're feeling comfortable, tuck your right toes under and then lift that right knee up. So again, you can stay here nice and stable, or you can rock back and forth on the right toes. Excellent. Come back to center to bring the right knee down, and then step back with the left knee as well. We're going to stay up on the knees. So open your knees up about hip distance apart. Let the hands dangle down by your sides and rotate the palms out. Inhale, lift the arm up. And then exhale, we're going to lean towards the left side in the crescent moon. Take a few deep breaths here. Very good. So gently come back and slide your hand to the heel. Good. Press your hips forward, press the heart forward, and take a few deep circles with the right arm. Change directions. Good. Press your belly button in and come back to center. And don't worry if you feel unbalanced right now. So inhale, lift your left arm up towards the sky. Exhale, slide the right arm down the right thigh. Relax your neck. Turn your right elbow and shoulder back a little bit. Take a few deep breaths and notice what's happening in your body right now. Good. Now slide the right hand back to the right heel and press your hips forward. If you need to, tuck your toes under and then start making deep, big circles with the left arm. Inhaling up and around, exhaling back down and around, and change directions as well. So now see if you can hold onto both heels with your hands. And if you find that difficult, place your hands on your low back and just look up towards the sky. If your hands are on your low back, try to press your elbows in towards center. Excellent. Now as we inhale, we're going to slowly come up and then lean forward into child's pose. Let your hips slide back to your heels and feel free just slide your hips side to side to make sure your low back feels nice and comfortable. Very good. Now tuck your toes under, and as you exhale, straighten your knees to come up to down dog. We're going to walk our dog out by bending the knees one at a time. Good. Now let your heels sink down towards your floor. Make sure that your feet are about hip distance apart. Turn your tailbone up. Press your belly button in and let the shoulder blades slide on the back towards the hips. Relax your neck. Excellent. Now walk your hands in towards your hands to come into a standing forward fold. Make sure your hips and your feet are about the same distance apart. And straighten your legs. Don't worry about touching the ground. Good. Totally and completely relax. Good. Relax your knees. Inhale. Lift your arms up and over your head. Place your hands to prayer. And exhale. Bring your hands to your heart in prayer. Inhale, bring your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, dive forwards. Inhale, bring your hands to your shin and stretch all the way from the crown of the head to the tailbone. Exhale, lower down, soften the knees, and then inhale, bring your hands up and over your head. You can look up towards the thumbs, and exhale, bring your hands to your heart in prayer. Inhale, again, stretch your arms up towards the sky. Exhale, dive forward. Inhale, lift up halfway, and stretch out between the crown of the head and the tailbone. Good, let the hands come down to your mat. Good. Take a step back with the left foot and then the right in plunge position. Good. Bend your elbows and slowly come down to your stomach. So every time you're working on your stomach, you turn your toes in towards the center. Make sure that the shoulders are rounded back and down and the elbows are pulled in. And then inhale, lift up to baby cobra. So this is when we use our abdominal strength and you don't have to use your hands. Exhale, lower down. Inhale, stretch back for child's pose. You can even press your hands into the mat to stretch a little bit more. Good. Tuck your toes under. Exhale, straighten the knees to come up to down dog. Inhale, lift the right leg up. Bend the knee, and then take a step forward with the right foot. If it's possible, make sure you have a 90-degree angle with your right knee. Strengthen your abdominals, and then inhale, lift up for warrior one. Keep your hands about shoulder distance apart, and then round your left hip forward to square the hips. Good. Straighten your elbows. Look up towards the sky. And don't worry if you lose your balance. It happens sometimes. Good. Exhale. We're going to turn our left foot to the side and sink down into the hips for warrior two. And we're still looking for that 90-degree angle with the right knee. Look towards your right hand. As you exhale, bring your hands down to the mat. And then take a step back with your right foot into down dog. walk your feet out to make sure you're still very comfortable in your hips. Excellent. Let your heels look down, lower down. Inhale, lift the left leg up. Exhale, take a step forward with the left foot. Good. Press your belly button in and inhale to lift up into warrior one. Good. Square your hips and sink down into your hips. Use your abdominal strength to keep your balance. Now, as you exhale, turn your right foot to the side, sink down into your hips. Your arms should be parallel. So it's really common if you happen to feel any trembling in your thighs right now. Don't worry about it. Now as you exhale, swing your arms forward to the mat and then take a step backwards with the left foot. Walk the dog out, 1 foot at a time. Excellent. Let the heels sink back down. Inhale, reach the right leg up behind you, bend the leg at the knee, and then place the knee between the two hands. Sometimes you have to advance the knee a little bit more, and then stretch the left leg to the back. So we're hopefully looking to have the same amount of weight on both legs. And then take a moment to really notice if the posture is the perfect angle for you. If you're finding it too difficult, take your right foot and tuck it under the thigh, or the opposite. If it's too easy, feel free to slide your foot forward. And then once you're comfortable, let your forehead come down to your mat. So take a moment here to really let go. And this is another posture. Again, you have to tell yourself to relax your hip muscles. We often contract muscles without even knowing we're doing it. So when you tell yourself to release, it helps your body enormously. Excellent. Walk your hands towards your knees. Turn your left toes under and take a step back with your right foot. And then walk your down dog out again. Excellent. Inhale, lift the left leg up, bend the knee, and then exhale. Put your left foot between your two hands for pigeon posture. So notice if you have to extend your knee forward or straighten your leg in the back. And then lower your forearms down to the mat. Make sure you have the same amount of weight between both legs. And then adjust the height of your left foot to make sure that you're getting the perfect angle for your hips. Relax your hips as much as you possibly can. And notice the feeling of gravity pulling your body towards the earth. Make sure that you're always respecting your limit so that there's no danger whatsoever in making the postures. Good. Now start walking your hands back towards your knees. Good. Tuck your right toes under. Step the other one back as well. And then walk your down dog out, one heel at a time. Excellent. Inhale, lift the right leg up. And we're going to take a deep step and then walk the hands into center, so we're in a wide-legged forward fold. Let your head and your neck relax and turn your tailbone up towards the sky. Relax your back, relax your neck. If you feel balance, interlace your fingers behind your back. Straighten your elbows and let your hands sink down towards your head. Now, we're going to see if we can make circles with our hands. Change directions as well. Good. Place your hands on your hips and inhale. We're going to lift up nice and slowly. Excellent. Very good. Turn your heels in, turn your toes towards the outside. And as you exhale, come down nice and slowly and place your elbows on the inside of the knees. Place your hands in prayer and then press your knees in on your elbows. Now as you exhale, sit down and turn on the side of your mat. Make sure that there's enough room behind you that you can come down. Place your hands on your thighs and come down slowly onto your back. Excellent. Now walk your feet in towards your hips. Bring your elbows in by your sides, lift your hands in, and as you inhale, press your feet to the earth to lift the hips up for bridge posture, and walk your elbows in as well. If you're able to, interlace your fingers under your back and press the hands towards the earth. Keep pressing your feet into the ground to keep the hips up. And you also have a choice of making some hip circles here. Also change directions. Good. Keep the hips up, open the shoulder blades, release your hands, and come down nice and slowly towards the earth. Good. Stretch your arms out into a T position. And let your knees come in towards your belly. As you exhale, let the knees come down towards the right side. And turn your head gently towards the left. And now you can really relax. Let your hips relax, your back, your shoulders. And then just keep breathing. Notice all that beautiful energy that's coming in now to help you heal. And as you exhale, release all of the tension. Very good. So now contract your abdominals, bring your knees back to the center. Exhale, let the knees come down towards the left side. And turn your head towards the right. Good, keep the muscles very relaxed. And keep your concentration on the quality of the breath. Please press your abdominals into the side. Inhale to bring your knees back to the center. And now, just as we started the class, we're going to draw the infinity sign with our knees in the air. And again, just thinking about moving in accordance to your mobility right now. And then change directions. Super. Bring your knees back to the center. Lift your feet up towards the sky. Point your toes up. Press your belly button in. And as you exhale, slowly lower your legs down. Or if you prefer, lower one leg down at a time. Excellent. Now we have the luxury of Savasana. So allow yourself to stretch out and get nice and comfortable. Feel free to take any type of props that you need to be comfortable. And as we relax, we allow all of the wellness we've created to be absorbed by the body. Remember, your body wants to perform at its optimum level for you. So you just have to guide it back into good health. Close your eyes. And notice all of the back of the body that's touching the body. So the back of your head, your shoulder blades, your hands, your back, your hips, your thighs, your legs, and your heels. And every time you exhale, notice how it feels like your body is starting to melt down towards the earth. And allow your relaxation to get deeper and deeper with each exhalation. And once you're nice and relaxed, take a moment to notice what's happening in your body, mind, and spirit. And notice all of the changes you've made. And take a little moment too to notice how lucky we are today to practice in this beautiful park together and create a community of wellness. So slowly start waking up. And take a moment to slide your hands up and over your heads and stretch out all the way from your fingers down to your toes, one side and then the other. And if you feel free, if you want to make any final postures or movements you need. And then when you're ready, bend your legs at your knees and roll over on the right side in fetal position. As you inhale, come up to a seated position. Keep a hold of this beautiful relaxation. Feel free to sit up on a cushion or a block. Ideally, your knees will be lower than your hips to relax your low back. Relax your shoulders and imagine as if somebody's pulling up on the crown of the head so you feel how long your spine really is. Place your hands to your heart in prayer and we'll be chanting Om to end the class. Take a deep breath in. Thank you so much. Namaste.